this show, well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for A Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website, afasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical problems as well. So give us a call, 772-340-1590. That's the magic number to get you on the show today. And of course, you'll want to we'll want to be a part. You'll want to be a part of this. This is big. This happens every week here at A Faster PC, and we're here ready to answer your computer and your technical questions, ready to help you resolve those issues as well. And we'll be talking about streaming, and boy, we have a lot to talk about today. In addition to answering your questions, and of course, answering your questions takes precedence. So if we're talking about something, it's okay if your topic is something different. If your question is on something different, as long as it's related to technology. Streaming, which is technology, computers, which is technology, cybersecurity, which is technology. It could be any of those topics. We can talk about it. We can answer your questions and help you out with that. Now, we will be talking later on today. We will be outlaying how one of our customers recently had a major loss, and this really it's sad to say, but this is the biggest loss we've ever seen from one of our customers. And sadly, they didn't call us when this situation was happening, and they lost big. We'll be talking not only about what happened, but also about how to prevent that, so that if you're out there and you're thinking, well, and I know some of you are thinking, hey, I don't have enough to steal. Well, however much you have, it's what if you lost it? In fact, if you don't have much, then if it was stolen, well, that would make a bigger impact than someone that has a lot. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be giving you concrete ways that you can actually protect yourself, and we'll show you that. Now, one of the things I did want to just give you relay to you, we did have a customer that just told us, came into us this past week, and he said, boy, Brian has saved me a ton of money by telling me how I can watch those playoff games without a cable subscription. And so, we've been trying to do this, to show you various ways that you can watch various programs without a cable TV subscription, because I know a lot of times the companies come out with a really good plan that first year, and then the prices go up, and then they go up, and they go up, and some people tell us, it just keeps going up, and it kind of seems like, I think sometimes, that it's just going up and up and up and up. And and people are looking for ways to cut cost, and so that's one way that we can do that. We're very happy to be able to do that, and hopefully, if you're out there and you're saying, hey, you know what, I don't really care about sports, but I care about this, or maybe you don't care about the sports that we've talked about so far, but you care about another type of sport. By the way, we've talked about how to watch NFL, we've talked about how to watch the NBA, college basketball championship, men and women. We've talked about how to watch NASCAR. If there's anything out there that you want to watch that we haven't yet just talked about, you can definitely give us a call or send us an email or call our shop throughout the week and say, hey, I want to do this, or just comment on one of the live videos over at Facebook or YouTube. And we're going right now to the lines. We have Daniel on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC Live Technical Support, Daniel. How can we help you today?
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
2 weeks ago, I called and asked about installing Windows 11 on a computer that isn't quite up to it.
Yes.
And you gave me a lot of good information, but I didn't get a chance to follow up on some other questions.
Okay.
First of all, if you indicated that you can perhaps install it,
yes,
and that you might be able to do it without me bringing the computer back into your shop.
Yes.
And first of all, could you do it that way? And secondly, if Windows 11 installs, will it have any kind of limitations because my computer wasn't quite equipped for it at first?
Sure. So yeah, this is a good question, and we can, by the way, we do upgrade computers from Windows 7 to Windows 10, Windows 8 to Windows 10 remotely, also from Windows 10 to Windows 11 remotely. We can do that remotely. So, and the way that works, if we've already worked on your computer, in the last year or maybe even 2 years, we probably have our remote support software on your computer. So it's real easy for us to connect. You just give us a call and let us know you want to do it. We schedule a time, or if it's convenient for us to do it right then, we get started on it right then. It's not an instant process. There is a large file that has to download from the internet. So, this would be something where we would log into your computer and we would download the file and or get the file started to download. As when the file is finished downloading, then we would actually launch or extract the file and then launch the installation. And that process takes a while as well. Depending on the speed of your computer, it can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. And then, there's some follow-up, just making sure everything is working right, making sure Windows is activated, and so on. And if we haven't done work on your computer recently, we can direct you to a website where you can download software that will, and we can direct you how to allow us access to your computer. And you allow us access to your computer, and we get our remote support software installed on it, and then we're ready to go. Now, you asked about whether you would have limitations because your computer hardware doesn't support Windows 11. And really, I went over this 2 weeks ago, but I'll go over it again today. What Microsoft is looking for. There's what's called a TPM, which is Trusted Platform. It's a chip that used to be on the motherboard, and that works to actually encrypt data on your drive if you're using BitLocker or another type of encryption by Microsoft. With Windows Pro, they use BitLocker. They use a similar type of encryption for Windows Home, but that's used to encrypt the data. The problem with the earlier operating systems that don't support, that don't have the TPM chip on the processor, it's on the motherboard, and data is sent back and forth from the processor to the TPM chip unencrypted. So it is possible if someone has physical access to your computer and they know how to do it and they have the proper tool, it is possible for them to be able to crack the BitLocker key, which is the encryption key, so that they can actually take your drive to another computer and actually decrypt it. So that's the risk that you would have. Obviously, someone would have to have physical access to your computer, and they would have to have the know-how and the utility, the tools to be able to capture that BitLocker key. And then they would need to pull the drive out. So we're talking about a malicious activity where a hacker actually has access to your computer. Couldn't happen if the hacker's in Russia or China or India or somewhere other than your house or your business or your organization. So that's the limitation that you would have. You wouldn't have that full protection, but your computer will be more protected with Windows 11 because you'll be getting updates than with Windows 10 when Microsoft stops updating Windows 10 and stops supporting Windows 10, which will be in the fall of next year. So in the fall of 2025, those that are listening that have Windows 10, you will want to either replace your computer or upgrade your computer to Windows 11, and we can do that. We can help you with that. Even if your hardware doesn't natively support it, we can help you do that. Give us a call, 772-878-5978.
800-52.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and streamed live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here, we're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, A Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to A Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean A Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to A Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for A Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer, your technical questions, your streaming questions, your cybersecurity questions. So just give us a call. The questions don't have to be on the topic that we're talking about at the time. We will change subject because you're the most important part of this show. I did want to let you know that we have been rolling out for the last several weeks. We have been rolling out various segments where we actually are showing you the steps that we go through, and we're showing you various portions of how you can stream something or how you can protect your computer, various things. For instance, we rolled out a segment on how to make sure your battery, your laptop battery doesn't explode on you or catch on fire. How to actually protect your computer from various dark web, from various threats that are out there, or zero-day threats. So how do you protect your computer from a scam? That in fact we did last week. We did a live scam demo where you actually can see what's happening. So that's what we're looking at there. Also, whether your data is on the dark web, and if so, what you can do to protect about that, as well as various streaming content, so you can actually do that. So anyway, this is what we're looking at. So you can actually give us a call, 772-340-1590, and check out our Facebook and YouTube channels if you want to watch those individual videos, or of course you can watch the entire video as well during this. You can watch that. So one of the things that we did want to go over here is we did want to go over a very big threat, and really something that happens, and we see it on a regular basis, where you're sitting at home, maybe you're sitting somewhere else, maybe you're at work, you get a call that says that there's a problem with your account and it needs your attention, or there's a problem with your computer's infected, or something like this, and the person tries to talk you into either letting them into your computer or giving them access to your account, or some other way of compromising your information. And a lot of times people don't realize that this is compromise. We recently had a customer, and this is a sad story. This sadly breaks a record of what we have seen, the largest amount that has been stolen from someone. And by the way, I know there are people out there listening and say, I can't really, I'm not big enough to be a target for these guys. These guys are going after big companies, but not all the time. If they can make $300, they're going to make $300. If they can make $200, they're going to make $200. But sometimes they get much bigger. And this was not a business. This was not a large corporation. This was just an individual that actually received a call one day that said there was a problem with his Bitcoin account or his account where he keeps his Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is cryptocurrency, and with Bitcoin, it's used by people. One of the things that made it popular is people in countries like Russia and China and North Korea, where it's illegal to have money and it's illegal to move money out of the country. They can actually put their money in Bitcoin, and once it's in Bitcoin, it's really untraceable. And so it has some technical advantages, if you see it as an advantage, that it can't be traced. The government doesn't really know. Of course, in America, the companies that are providing the service there, one of the things that they're doing is that they are actually reporting this and to the government. So it has lost really a lot of the anonymity in this country. But he received a call that said that his account was that there was a problem with his account, and that they needed his help to lock it. And he had his son there, who he thought would be a little bit more savvy. He was a little bit suspicious and thought this was maybe a scam, but he asked his son to help him, and his son presumably younger generation probably would understand this scam a little, if it was a scam, would be able to be a little bit more keen on it. And unfortunately, they talked about locking the account. I'm not sure if a phone call was actually made to the custodian of the account, or if access was given to the computer. Most likely access was given to the computer, because what happened is these people actually had access to his email account. They had access to his MFA, which is multi-factor authentication. They had access to his account where his Bitcoin was held, and they withdrew $150,000. He lost $150,000 in this. And I know, again, you might be thinking, hey, I don't have $150,000 to lose. Well, what if you have $40,000? We had a customer that lost $40,000 in not the same scam, but a similar scam. We had another customer that lost $20,000. We had a customer who was actually a teacher, a computer science teacher, who was tricked into letting scammers on the system, being tricked into letting scammers on the system. What actually happened is she actually was watching on her phone. She saw $21,000 move out of her checking account out of her savings account into her checking account. Thankfully, she was able to stop the hackers right there, shut off access to the computer. She was able to call her bank and shut down that account immediately before they were able to transfer that money out of her account. Now, by the way, $21,000 was a lot of money to her. And maybe you're saying, hey, I only have $5,000. Maybe you only have $20. If you only have $20 and someone takes it, that's a lot of money. And we've had customers that, have lost $200, $300, $500, $700. We've had customers that have lost tens of thousands of dollars. And this one last customer lost $150,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to first of all just lay out some steps that you can take to make sure that however much money you have, whether it's $10 or 150,000, maybe it's $1 million, maybe you have a few $1,000,000. You don't want hackers to get a hold of that. So how do you take steps to actually protect yourself and to protect your account? So first of all, what we're going to focus on today is a phone call, because this particular attack started with a phone call, and a lot of the attacks do start with phone calls. Some of them start by other means, by an email prompting you to make a phone call, or a message on this screen like we showed last week, and we rolled out that video, that demo video, just rolled that out last night actually, that actually shows the screen that comes up when it says your computer's infected or your computer's locked or we detected illegal activity. This particular one said that there was a ransomware ransomware software, and it looked like the files were being encrypted. Call this number to resolve it. So some of them start that way. Some of them start again with an email, and they're trying to trick you into clicking a link or calling a number. This particular one, and what we're going to focus on today, is a call to you. So first of all, here's the first thing to do. The first thing to do is to trust no one. So what we're talking about, you may be familiar with a president that we had, Ronald Reagan, that came up with the phrase "trust but verify," and that was kind of a controversial phrase because some of the people were saying, well, we need to trust our allies, and we even need to trust our enemies. If they say they don't have missiles, well, we need to trust that they don't have missiles. And Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. Well, here's the thing with cybersecurity today. You have to trust no one. In fact, there's a phrase that's called zero trust. And there's zero trust software, and we'll talk a little bit about that here in a few minutes. But what you need to do is you need to first trust no one and have this zero trust mentality, where you're from first base, from your first instinct, you're not trusting the person that's on the phone. You're not thinking that they are who they say they are. You're going to verify who they say they are. And by the way, that doesn't mean you look at your phone and you see that whether it tells you that it's Comcast or not, or Microsoft, or Coinbase, or your bank, because caller IDs, the name and the phone number, can be spoofed. What that means is that the hacker or the scammer can actually put your bank's number and your bank's name, and the incoming call will sound like and look like it's your bank on the phone, or Microsoft, or Adobe, or PayPal, or eBay, or you can, the list can go on and on and on. The thing is, you're not going to trust that person. You're going to hang up the phone, and then you're going to seek a trusted phone number. If it's your bank, pull out, go to their website and see what their number is. And by the way, don't even search for their website. You need to know the address of your bank website. If it's Bank of America, go to bankofamerica.com. If it's PNC, go to pnc.com. If it's Truist, truist.com. Know the address of your bank website and go there. Get their number there, or pull out your debit card and call them from that. You're not going to do a search, because we have seen customers that do a search and they find, let's say they're doing a search for Microsoft support. Well, you know what? You're going to find places that aren't Microsoft. And if you call them, here's a key. If you call Microsoft, any of the big companies, and you get someone on the phone right away, you're not talking to them. And we even had a customer this week that had a situation where they were on the phone. They thought they were on the phone with Microsoft. Even they knew they were hacked, and they brought their computer in here. We cleaned it up. We got rid of the scammers. And even when they picked it up, I was going over with them the threats and what had happened. And they still did not know that the person they were talking to was a scammer. They thought this was legitimate. They thought they were talking to Microsoft. They said, well, they said they were Microsoft. Again, trust no one. call them back. Listen, we are a reseller and a partner of Microsoft. We resell their product. We can't pick up the phone and call them. If we want to initiate a conversation with them, we have to create a support ticket. And sometime in the next 24 hours, someone that's from another country that speaks another language as their first and primary language will call us back. It'll be difficult to understand them, but they will call us back sometime within the next 24 hours. And so, if you get on the phone with them right away, you're not talking to who you think you are. Now, of course, with your bank, you'll probably be on hold for a while, but you will get, within 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour. I've been on hold with them for a long time. It's worth it to spend that extra time to make sure you're talking to the right person. And this way, you're making sure you're actually initiating the phone call, and you're initiating the phone call to a trusted, known number, and you're going to actually make sure that you are dealing with the person you think you're dealing with, as opposed to just trusting the person on the phone. Here's the thing. A lot of you, and I know this, a lot of you are from a generation where you could trust people, where a person's word was their bond, where you could shake hands and a matter was settled. If you said you would do something, or someone else said they would do something, and you shook hands on it, that was it. It was going to happen. Well, sadly, not everyone in America is like that today. And certainly when you're dealing with people in foreign countries, just because they say that they're going to do something or that they're legitimate doesn't mean that they are. Trust no one.
To a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The Faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to A Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for A Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and your technical questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues as well. So one of the things that we did want to just go over here, we have been going over this threat, and by the way, it's not just one person that this has happened to. We see people every week that have responded or have fallen prey to a scam, and most weeks multiple people in a week. And so we're doing this to educate you so that you can hopefully avoid these pitfalls and not have these threats. So we're going to continue. In the last segment, we did talk about, and what we're talking about here is a threat, and we're specifically talking about a scam that is initiated by a phone call. So, there are other scams that are initiated by email, trying to prompt you to call a number or click on a link, or scams that are pop up. And last week we did show that on last week's show, and we actually rolled that out to a special video. We'll roll out the last segment of this to a special video as well. And one of the things, though, that we did want to go over here is just we wanted to go over how you can actually what response you can make and how you can protect yourself, steps that you can take to protect yourself from this type of a threat that is out there. What we talked about in the last segment, again, we'll roll that out into its own video, but we talked about really initiating or developing a zero trust mindset, where you don't trust the person on the phone, where you don't assume that they are who they say they are, where you don't trust that they have your best interest at heart from the get-go, that they may actually be a hacker or a scammer that's trying to steal money from you. And again, if they're trying to steal $10, if they're trying to steal $100, if they're trying to steal 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, however much it is, in this case of the customer that we had just recently, lost $150,000 in Bitcoin, and huge loss. That type of a loss can be devastating, especially later in your life when you don't have a lot of money. And so you want to protect yourself against that by developing that zero trust. The second point I have here is to, if you're not sure about this, you want to reach out to someone you trust for advice. Now, you could use a relative or a friend, maybe even a son or daughter or a grandson, someone that's more technical savvy than you, someone that may be a little bit more aware of the threats that are out there. Now, unfortunately, this particular customer did trust his son, and sadly, his son trusted the person and thought this was legitimate, and they ended up losing big money. It's going to affect not only our customer, but very likely it'll affect the livelihood of the son, because at some point our customer will go to meet his maker and stand before God to give an account for his life. And at that point, there's a portion of that, maybe all of it, maybe some of it, that would have gone to his son. So you have to just think about this. This is critical. Now, a Faster PC does provide this service to our customers, and we have customers that are managed customers where they're paying a monthly amount. They don't have to pay for that service. They just give us a call. We can log into their computer. We could even join the phone call with them. We can look at an email. We can examine a website. We can look at a link. Is this legitimate? We do this every single week for our customers, and our customers that utilize us for this, they're not falling prey to these scams. And you can either pay us for the time, or you can be a managed client and you can utilize this service. So we do offer that for our customers, and you can give us a call at 878-5978. I almost gave the studio number. If you have a question for the show, 772-340-1590. But if you want to call our office, 772-878-5978. The third step you want to do is you want to secure all of your accounts. And when I say secure the accounts, what I'm talking about is you want to use a secure and unique password for each site. And what I'm talking about there is not using the same password for every single site. If you use the same password for every single site and a hacker gets a hold of that password and that username, they're going to go to every site they can possibly go to, and they're going to see if that combination will work. They're going to go to Facebook. They're going to go to your email account. They're going to go wherever. They're going to try to see if that combination will work. And you know what? If you're using the same username and password at multiple sites, there's a good chance it will work. And we even had one client that was using the same password for their AOL account, and they had another Gmail account with the first part of it was the same, and the password was the same. The only thing that was different was one ended with @AOL.com, the other ended in @gmail.com. Well, the hackers got a hold of the AOL account, and they also were able to get a hold of the Gmail account because they had the same password. And we've gone over in the past what can happen when they get a hold of an email account. Your friends, your contact, your family is going to start getting emails that say they're from you, and they're going to be coming from your email address, and they're going to be trying to trick your friends and your family, the people you trust and you love. They're going to try to trick them out of their money. So you definitely don't want to do that. You want to secure your accounts. Well, how do you come up with and you don't want to store your passwords in a browser. If you store your passwords in a browser and a hacker gets access to your computer, within seconds, without you knowing it, they will have access to all of your usernames and passwords that are stored in your browser. So it's not a safe way. I don't care if Google says it's safe or Microsoft says it's safe or Mozilla says it's safe. It is never safe to store your password in your browser. What you want to do is you want to implement a secure password system, a password management system that is actually very secure, that uses high-tech encryption, and that can actually protect your data. we do have a solution for this, and we can help you implement this. It'll come up with a password that is so complex that there's no way that you can possibly utilize that, that you can break into that. There's no way that you could guess it, not even memorize it, most likely. I mean, you could probably memorize it if you're really good with that type of thing, but it would be difficult to memorize it. They're going to create a complex password that's just a random set of characters, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, special characters, in no particular order, making no sense, and you don't have to remember it. The password protection system can remember. It can autofill that for you. You also want to implement MFA or 2FA. So MFA stands for multi-factor authentication. 2FA stands for two-step authentication. And with this, what you want to do is, what this means is that to log in, you need your username and your password, and then you also need to get a code, and that code would be sent somewhere, or that code could be actually generated by an authenticator app that would be on your smartphone. And I know some of you tell me that you're not smart enough to have a smartphone, but you could get a smartphone even if you don't use it for the phone. You could get it to get some of these apps and connect it to your wireless network if you have one of those. And if you don't, we can help you get one of those set up. But you can connect it to your wireless network, and you can get one of these apps. And now, speaking of MFA, this customer, the hackers or the scammers, whatever you want to call them, had access not only to his username and his password, they also had access to his MFA, which I don't know exactly how the MFA was set up, but I would say that most likely was via email. So what would happen is they probably had access to his email account, because if they got into the computer and the email username and password was stored there, they could actually get that information, log into his email account, and if the MFA code was sent via email, then they would be able to get that because they had access to his email account. And that's all that was needed to get $150,000. And again, whether it's $20 or $100,000 or $1 million or somewhere in between one of those numbers, it's big, and you want to protect yourself. You want to protect yourself. So really what you want to do, you want to implement the highest level of security that you can possibly implement. And I can tell you that not all sites implement as safe a security as possible, and not all users implement as safe a security as possible. One of the things with authentication, I would encourage you, don't use your email address as your second level or multi-level authentication method. If you can, utilize an authenticator app. Microsoft has an authenticator app. Google has an authenticator app. There's Authy, that's another authenticator app. There's other. Norton has an authenticator app. Duo is an authenticator app. So there are authenticator apps. Some of them are paid, but some of them are perfectly free to use. And I would encourage you to go ahead and utilize this and use the authenticator app if you can. Now, I'm just going to take a few minutes here, or a minute or so, to just call out banks and just tell you that banks are not as secure as they should be. Quite often what I see with banks is that they have limits on how many characters you can have in a password. They have limits on what types of characters you can have in a password. So you're actually not able to come up with a password that's as complex as otherwise could be. They also, when you look at multi-factor authentication, most banks will not allow you to enable or disable MFA. And they also, many banks are very limited on how they will authenticate you with MFA. And so I haven't seen a bank yet that will allow you to use an authenticator app. Now, Coinbase will allow you to use an authenticator app, and that's something that moving forward, if you have a Coinbase account, get rid of, add the authenticator app as your authentication, and also remove email as a method of authentication. Text is another method of authentication. It's a little bit better than email, but an authenticator app is even better. And we will talk even more and give you even more steps on this next week, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. But until then, stay safe.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website at fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5. And next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL.
The title of tomorrow's sermon is, I set before you today life and death. Choose life. Part 4. Defend the poor and fatherless.
You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.fasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
Where would you be without your mom? When we think of existence, the answer is obvious. You wouldn't be here. Beyond giving you life, though, mothers play a vital role in raising and nurturing children, and do so without pay and often without the gratitude due them. This Mother's Day, take time to thank and honor your mom and commit to doing so throughout the year. And if you're a mother, thank you for the love and sacrifice you have made to care for your children.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
Sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.